Arsenal now bidding hard to beat Man City to wonderkid nicknamed Little Messi. And Arteta pursues a £34 million star for an urgent summer transfer to solve a key issue. And there's more. Despite the defeat to Liverpool, Arteta is expected to keep an Arsenal player as a starter. Stay with me until the end to not miss any updates. But before that, if you are also passionate about Arsenal, subscribe to the channel now and stay up to date with everything that happens behind the scenes of the biggest team in the Premier League. And without further ado, let's get to today's news. Arsenal now bidding hard to beat Man City to wonderkid nicknamed Little Messi. Arsenal are reportedly looking to beat the likes of Manchester City to 16-year-old Brazilian wonderkid Messinho. The Palmeiras youth product is wanted by a plethora of Europe's biggest sides, with the likes of FC Barcelona, Chelsea and PSG all keeping tabs on Messinho's development. And of course, Arsenal are also in the mix for the teenage prospect, with Messinho's talent earning him the nickname of a Little Messi in his native homeland. And according to Mundo Deportivo, the Gunners are bidding hard to beat the likes of City to Messinho's signature, with the youngster unable to move to Europe until he turns 18 years old. As per the report, Messinho is regarded in Brazil as a future Ballon d'Or winner, and for Arsenal, winning the teenager's signature could be quite the achievement for the Gunners. However, given the strength of the competition for Messinho's signing, it would take a Herculean effort from Arsenal to beat the likes of Barcelona and City to land the 16-year-old. Arsenal need a miracle if they're to sign Messinho. Under Edu Gaspar, Arsenal have done well to tap into the Brazilian market with recent signings such as Gabriel Martinelli and Marquinhos. And whilst Messinho would be another sensational signing, the odds of Arsenal actually landing the teenager look slim, to say the least. As we know, every top side in Europe is currently chasing Messinho, and Arsenal's pitch will need to be an impressive one of there to beat the competition for the Brazilian signature. Indeed, Messinho could be keen on a move to Arsenal, but it would still take some effort from the Gunners to beat the likes of City and Barcelona to the teenager this year. Arsenal are now chasing £34 million star for summer transfer to solve one key problem. Arsenal are reportedly interested in a move for Bayer Leverkusen defender Jeremy Frimpong. Any deal is set to take place in the summer transfer window, as the fullback will have a £34 million release clause which will only be active at the end of the season. Bayer Leverkusen are flying high at the top of the Bundesliga, with both Frimpong and former Arsenal star Granit Xhaka playing huge parts in their excellent form. Arsenal are pursuing Jeremy Frimpong for summer transfer. A report from German outlet Bild has now claimed that Arsenal are chasing the 23-year-old, who has scored 5 and assisted 7 times in 16 appearances from right back. A key problem Mikel Arteta needs to solve is Arsenal's defensive depth on the right-hand side. Arsenal have been linked with left-sided defenders including Joral Hato of Ajax, but there is very little cover on the right, with Cedric Soares currently the only alternative to Ben White, whilst Takahiro Tomiyasu and Jurrien Timber are unavailable. Oleksandr Zinchenko also missed Arsenal's defeats against Fulham and Liverpool, and the lack of defensive depth is starting to show, as his replacement Jakub Kiwior scored an own goal against Liverpool. Arsenal are now interested in Frimpong for a summer move, and he could be a vital signing for Arteta in several positions. Jeremy Frimpong could solve Arsenal depth issue. Right-back Ben White has been playing through an injury since the start of November, and whilst Tomiyasu and Timber are absent, there is no one else who can cover for him beyond Cedric, who could leave in the January window. Frimpong could join not only as cover but as an alternative option to allow Arteta to explore more tactical styles. Thomas Partey started the season at right-back, with White playing in the centre, and Arteta recently expressed his frustration that injury prevented Partey from becoming more versatile to offer him more tactical options. Frimpong would be a fullback different to any other at Arsenal, as someone who can contribute goals and assists in the final third, whilst also offering defensive solidity and strong ability on the ball. If necessary, he could even play on the wing to cover for Bukayo Saka. At £34 million, he would be a potentially excellent value signing of proven quality at the top level who can make an instant impact within the squad, and help raise the level of Arsenal's defence. Onana latest. Arsenal has initiated negotiations with Everton regarding the transfer of midfielder Amadou Onana in January, according to recent reports. The Gunners have been linked to the Belgian international since the summer, but a deal could materialize in the coming weeks. In order to secure the transfer, the Toffees are reportedly expecting a fee of around £50 million for the Belgian international. So, let's stay tuned and hope for the best. Arteta must now keep one Arsenal player in starting 11 despite Liverpool defeat. Arsenal were eliminated from the FA Cup after a somewhat unlucky defeat at home to Liverpool on Sunday. Mikel Arteta made several changes to try and address a poor run of form, and his side actually played well for most of the game, but continued to struggle in front of goal as the attacking line missed countless chances. Nevertheless, it was an improvement on last week's disastrous display against Fulham, and Arsenal were a lot more assured in build-up play and in midfield. A big reason for this was that Arteta brought midfielder Jorginho back into the starting lineup. Before the game, we suggested that the Italian's leadership and composure would be useful for Arsenal during this poor run of form, and his presence was certainly a positive despite the defeat. Jorginho was excellent despite Liverpool defeat. The 31-year-old lined up alongside Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard in midfield, with Kai Havertz pushing further forward as a striker. Arsenal dominated the first half, and Jorginho's influence in build-up play was influential. He created 3 chances from deep midfield positions, and his incisive forward passes helped the likes of Odegaard and Reiss Nelson build attacks. He made 5 passes into the final third, which Nelson, Havertz and Bukayo Saka managed as a combined total, and also won 7 of his 9 attempted ground duels as he and Rice won the midfield battle. Against Fulham, Arsenal played with little composure and lost their heads after going 1-0 up. But Jorginho helped the Gunners continue to attack well despite missing early chances, before he was withdrawn shortly after they were handed the killer blow through Jakub Kiwior's own goal. Jorginho needs to start for Arsenal. Oleksandr Zinchenko has missed the last 2 games with injury, and despite his poor recent form, his passing from his inverted midfield position has been missed. Jorginho helped replace this, and he was overall a major net positive in midfield compared to Havertz or Leandro Trossard, who both struggled in the last few games as they had little influence on the ball. Arteta now has to keep Jorginho in the starting 11 for the next few games until Arsenal recover their confidence in front of goal. He brings a wealth of leadership and intelligence to the team, and was a bright spot in an otherwise gutting afternoon for his teammates, and his experience will be necessary to help his side recover from this mini-crisis which has hit the team since December. Well, folks, those were today's news. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay informed about everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell so you won't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and see you in the next video.